welcome back to my channel. Mermaid Nina here. Well, it's a new month, which means it's time for my Disney World updates. It is gonna be for October. So a lot of things were announced this past month throughout September and early October that we're gonna talk about in tonight's video. But of course, we're gonna start off with, and I know it seems odd, Christmas. And I've been getting a lot of you guys asking me about Christmas. Okay, Nina, well, what else is there for Christmas for me to think about, because I'm going in November or I'm going in December? And actually Disney did drop a few awesome announcements regarding Christmas that we're gonna talk about. And then we're gonna get into some other Disney World and even Disney Cruise Line updates in this video. Are you guys ready? Let's hop to it. So yes, Christmas, guys. And I know it's weird because it's totally October and Halloween isn't even here yet. I mean, we haven't even gone through my favorite holiday, and here we are talking about Christmas. But because you do have to plan ahead, you do have to think about these things. So as I mentioned in previous updates videos, Mickey's A Very Merry Christmas Party is indeed happening this year. In fact, you can go ahead and get tickets now. It happens in November throughout December, and of course there's fireworks and the awesome Christmas parade and other such good things, like, you know, the characters dressed up in their holiday finest. So go ahead and get those tickets if you're interested. But what's new to discuss is Epcot. That's right. If you guys have watched any of my previous videos, you will know that I absolutely love Epcot for the holidays. So they are definitely bringing back the International Festival of the Holidays at Epcot, and it's gonna start November 25th. What does this mean? Well, this means the cookie stroll, right? We're gonna talk about this. It means Santa Claus, and it means all the country narrators are back. It means holiday food, and it means the Candlelight processional. I absolutely love the Candlelight processional. We do it pretty much every year. It's my favorite way to like ring in the holidays and kind of just get the most of that like happy, cheerful Christmas spirit, is to do the Candlelight processional. But let's go ahead and talk about that. All right, first thing to know is it is kind of a music extravaganza show with a full orchestra, including the carolers, right? And then there's always a celebrity narrator who comes in and does a retelling of that Christmas story. You know, that baby Jesus story, how he was born on Christmas Day. Yes, and I said celebrity. So each night that they're doing the processional, they go ahead and they have a special celebrity who does about 2 nights in a row. And of course, our usual favorites are gonna be back, guys. Whoopi Goldberg and Neil Patrick Harris, including some newbies, right? We've got Olaf this year, guys. Totally exciting. So if you're going anywhere between late November and even throughout December, that's even after Christmas, they still do this, guys. You can go ahead and get reservations for the Candlelight processional. Now, how do you get reservations is key. So of course you can just show up and hope there's enough space for you. You might be waiting around a few hours, or you can do my preference, which is just to purchase a dining package that will include the Candlelight processional. So here's a few things you need to know. First, there are gonna be 3 show times this year. There's gonna be a 5:15, a 7, and an 8:30. Heads up. The 8:30 can be a pretty late night show. So if you have littles, you might wanna aim for a little bit earlier. So what you do is you book the dining packages, which can feature anywhere between lunch and dinner times. That's right. You're not actually gonna eat and then 5 seconds later, you're gonna see the show. Oftentimes you eat and then you return back to the American Pavilion a couple hours later, and then you see the show. In each particular dining location or time that you're eating, it will automatically include a specific show time for you then to go to. Does this make sense? So if you're gonna book a lunch, you're probably gonna get that earlier show time at 5:15. teen, which is actually what I suggest if you have little. So it's like we go and we have lunch, we play a little bit, and then we come back and do the candlelight processional, ring in that holiday spirit. The kids get a little tired. Maybe you do a quick ride and then you're off back to sleepiness over at your resort. But again, to each their own. But they have finally given us the dining location options here. So the first one is Beer Garden, located in Germany. And of course, this is where we ate last year. Absolutely love Beer Garden. A lot of sausage and potatoes and sauerkraut, and it is a buffet, guys. But what I really love it is because you're getting another show, right? So Candlelight Processional in itself is a show. But when you eat at Beer Garden, you also get the Beer Garden show, which is absolutely amazing. I love those guys in their lederhosen. So it's like I'm entertaining the kiddos with our lunch, and then I entertain them later with Candlelight Processional. Also up this year is Coral Reef, which I think we might book this year, actually. Recently ate at Coral Reef. I hadn't eaten there in years, and oh my goodness, was the food phenomenal. So yes, absolutely love Coral Reef. You can do Garden Grill, actually, which is a character meal, again, at Epcot. So again, entertaining those kiddos. You entertain them at lunch with Garden Grill and characters, and then later entertain them with the Candlelight Processional. La Cellière is also going to be back. That is a very, very fancy, nice restaurant, I do believe, in France. And then new this year, I think it's new, is the Regal Eagle Smokehouse. And this is in the American Pavilion. What I find interesting about this is a quick service location. So I find it interesting that they've added it on here for the Candlelight Processional. Back up is Rose and Crown. We have done this with Rose and Crown quite a few times. In fact, I have a video on this specifically. Before COVID, we did Royal Crown, and we got to watch Gary Sinise do the Candlelight Processional that year. Absolutely phenomenal. But love me some Rose and Crown. Also up this year is Spice Road Table, if you like some Mediterranean cuisine. So basically you can go on the app. That is right now, that's right. These have already started booking per your dates, per the dates you're looking for. So if you're within your dining window, you know, those 60 days, you can start booking this now. You go on your app and you search under, you know, Candlelight Processional, and you can actually search under specific dining reservations or dining locations and see what's open so that you can go ahead and book that. But this year they will have some last minute packages. That is day of dining packages that you can purchase, but only for Spice Road and only for the Regal Eagle. So if you all of a sudden that day are like, man, wish we got tickets, you got to run over to those two restaurants and ask them if they have anything available for today. So that's the thing, guys, is you really have two options to see this particular show. You can either book the dining package, right? You're paying a little extra because you're paying for your food, plus you're paying for the show, right? And you're really just paying for seats. You're going to be guaranteed a spot to watch the show by doing the dining package. Or you wait in line. You might get to see it, you might not. It's kind of be first come, first serve, all depending. I know people who are local who see it all the time, and they will just wait around for hours to get a spot, especially for those like key, really, really famous celebrities that they love to see. They'll wait around for a really long time to catch one of those shows. But that's your two options. You're gonna pay for a dining package where you get food included, or you wait in line and hope for the best. But just so you know, if you do the dining package, right, you 100% will need an Epcot park ticket and Epcot park pass reservations for that day, or a hopper ticket. Basically, the dining package does not include a park ticket. You will also need a park ticket and park pass reservations to get into that. So yeah. Sound good? Oh, absolutely love the Candlelight Processional. But for those of you who are like, okay, Nina, but what is it really? So here you go. First of all, what you do is you're gonna get the dining package, which is what I suggest. Again, guys, you're gonna eat your lunch or your dinner. While you're eating and you check out, you know, you tip your server and you pay for your meal, they're gonna give you a sticker. This is the sticker. The sticker is your entrance ticket into the Candlelight Processional. They're gonna ask you to take the sticker backing off and stick it on your shirt. With this, like I said, we'll have a specific show time that you are to go, and of course it's dated, so you can't use this ticket the following night. And then about an hour or so before the show time, there's gonna be a line forming. There's gonna be two lines, kind of the people that don't have passes and the people who did do the, the dining package. And so you wait in line, and as soon as it's time, they let you in. It's in the outdoor pavilion in America. So it is kind of an outdoors thing, although luckily the orchestra and everything are covered. And you go and you sit and you wait for the show to start. Again, full-blown orchestra, an excellent choir. Oftentimes they bring in local choirs and other, kid choirs to come in and sing as well. And then of course you've got your celebrity that will come in and do the retelling of baby Jesus and, Christmas morning and all that good stuff. And you get all the feels and the lovey-loveys. And then you leave with, happiness in your Christmas heart, and you go about your day. So that is, basically what it is, which is why I prefer the dining package, so I know I'm guaranteed a spot. Plus, who doesn't love eating at Epcot, right? So yes, this is a great way to ring in the holiday cheer, right, with the Candlelight processional. And like I said, what's also coming back is the cookie stroll. So when you go into Epcot, they're gonna have these like booklets about. On the back side of these booklets, there are cookies. See the cookies? So they're gonna have a list of cookies, and then every time you buy one of the cookies, you get a stamp. You see my stamps there in the corner? So basically what you wanna do is you wanna eat cookies as you go and play around Epcot. Once you've gotten 5 stamps, you then get a special treat. One year it was a Dole Whip, one year it was an additional cookie. Now, because I'm vegan, there's only one cookie on the list that I can have, and that is the black and white cookie, which is delicious, by the way. I can actually purchase 5 black and white cookies and still get the special treat at the end. But you wanna make sure you get your stamp on the booklet to be included in the cookie stroll. Also returning this year, like I said, are the Epcot narrators. That is all the little narrators that you're gonna find throughout the World Showcase, including Father Christmas will do their retelling of how they celebrate Christmas in their given country. So yes, Epcot is definitely back in its full holiday glory this year, which is amazing. So you've got Magic Kingdom with the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, right? You've got Epcot with the International Festival of the Holidays. And then you've got Hollywood Studios, which likes to put up a Christmas tree. They usually do some projections on Tower of Terror, and then hopefully Fantasmic will be back and we can enjoy that as well. And then at Animal Kingdom, not only do they have holiday themed flotillas and characters about, but they'll be back doing their Winter Wonderland animal like puppeteering creatures that kind of walk about Animal Kingdom. Absolutely adorable. So that's what's happening this year so far for Christmas, starting Christmas season, which, what was it, like November 8th? Is the beginning of Christmas season at Disney World. So yeah, in a month, guys, Christmas will be here. But shall we move on? Let's move on. Next thing up on my updates is D23. So I'm not gonna go over all the stuff that came out for D23, but there were 3 specific things that, I don't know, kind of came out to me that I wanted to share with you guys regarding Disney World. So the first thing, of course, is my favorite, the Hatbox Ghost is coming to Disney World. Woohoo! So for those of you who don't know what that is, there is a specific ghost character that is featured at Disneyland in their haunted mansion. He is known as the Hatbox Ghost. He was originally created, many, many years ago for the original Disneyland when it first opened, and they were having some technical issues, and he didn't really kind of last. And then recently, within the past few years, a new Imagineer kind of came in, perfected that skill, and the Hatbox Ghost has been featured throughout Disneyland's Haunted Mansion now for a while. Well, guess what? They're gonna bring Hatbox Ghost to Disney World as well. So coming soon, next year, inside our Haunted Mansion, we should finally see the Hatbox Ghost. And yeah, he's just another special addition to the Haunted Mansion that Nina just happens to love. Now this one, you've probably heard about it because as soon as it was announced, pretty much social media just blew up, right? That is that Happily Ever After is returning. Woohoo! Okay, but you guys have to note, Happily Ever After, the fireworks show, is not returning. All they said is that the original song will be returning. So it is Nina's opinion that they're gonna come up with a whole new fireworks show for Magic Kingdom, and it will feature the Happily Ever After song. Now, because we'll be celebrating 100 years of Disney next year, I do wonder, and Disney, if you're listening, it was my idea, how awesome a show would be if it featured all of our favorite songs throughout all the years. Like, I'm talking one fireworks show that includes the Happily Ever After song, Wishes, the new Disney Enchantment song, you know, that they play for that fireworks show, and all the different fireworks shows that we've had throughout all these years in one giant fireworks show. What do you guys think? Is it a good idea? I mean, I'm already thinking like tears. As much as I loved Happily Ever After, don't get me wrong, it was an excellent fireworks show, I'm still partial to Wishes. So for me, if they bring back Wishes too, so exciting. But yes, that was the big take that came out of D23. The next thing that came out is that Figment, that's right, the mascot for Epcot, will be a meet and greet character. What? So excited for that. Actually, not me personally. I am not a Figment fan. Sorry, don't kill me. My daughter is, however, so she is uber duper excited to meet and greet with Figment. Figment hasn't been a meet and greet in a long time. And back then when he was a meet and greet, he was a little kind of hand puppet character that came out. So this will be interesting to see Figment meeting guests here next year, which is in what, guys? Like 2 months. Can you guys believe this? 2023 is in 2 months. Oh my gosh, time is flying. So the next update is actually regarding a Disney World resort, Caribbean Beach. Caribbean Beach is a Disney World moderate resort that is actually on the Skyliner. Well, they, you know, earlier this year I did announce that they're redoing their pirate rooms. Their pirate rooms were kind of like a special themed room that they're taking off the menu here for a while, and will be redoing that. And then they just announced that the rooms in the Trinidad area, to get this, an under the sea makeover featuring our favorite characters. Anyone else thinking Sebastian? I would absolutely love a room over at Caribbean Beach featuring Sebastian. And yes, I say Sebastian because A, it's Caribbean, right? They have Sebastian's Bistro, that is their dining location over there. And Sebastian, under the sea, yeah, I don't know. Part of me thinks that could be really, really cute, is to have a Sebastian themed room over there. So yeah, between the updates of Caribbean Beach, the fact that it's on a Skyliner, the fact that it's a moderate resort, Caribbean Beach might be moving up the ladder for me. I've never really been a fan of that resort, most likely because the rooms are a little outdated, but yes, this could change things for me. So yeah, really excited for that, and that will be happening, of course, in 2023. Next thing up is Disney Cruise Line. I just have to mention it because it is an update, and I've been trying to keep you guys updated with these kind of important updates, and this is a big one, guys. Disney Cruise Line, again, decided to update and change their vaccination requirement and COVID testing policy. So, starting October 14th, for the Disney Dream, Wonder, Fantasy, and Wish. And then for November 7th, for the Magic, vaccinations will not be required anymore. They are, however, highly suggested, but no more vax requirement for Disney Cruise Line, again, starting October 14th or November 7th for the Magic. However, People who are over the age of 5 who choose not to be vaccinated, you will still have to take a COVID test and prove that you have, that you're negative within 1 or 2 days of sailing. So they haven't totally removed testing at this point, but they're basically saying if you're vaccinated, smooth sailing, go ahead, sail away. If you're not vaccinated, we just need you to prove that you don't have COVID within 1 or 2 days of your cruise. And of course, anyone who's under 5, no worries, you don't have to do anything. So yeah, those are the changes right now. Again, coming soon. October 14th is really, really soon for Disney Cruise Line. And I know all the other cruise lines have already gotten rid of their vaccination and most of their testing requirements. So Disney is finally following suit here with that. Next thing up, guys, is Disneyland. Of course, you guys know that I love me some Disneyland. I just got back, but a few things have come out, so I'm just going to update you. First of all, finally, and again, Disney's been saying this for like a bazillion years, Disneyland will finally be getting Magic Bands, but specifically Magic Band Plus. I do not know if regular Magic Bands, Magic Band 2.0, will also be included, but it did say 100% in the note that it will be Magic Band Plus coming this fall. Anyone else thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah, it's fall, Disney. It's been fall, it is fall. When in fall? You need to give us a date. Otherwise, it's just gonna drop out of the sky and all of a sudden Magic Band Pluses will be all over Disneyland and we'll just find out when, the locals go and start buying them. But yes, Magic Band Plus coming this fall to Disneyland. And also announced, as Disneyland is getting more and more, popular, they're getting their Disney experience, which is what Disney World uses, they're getting their app boosted. So Disney World has always had Magic Bands and we've always had an app. Disneyland is kind of slowly catching up and they're getting their Disneyland app, which is just like our My Disney Experience app. They're getting all kind of the same, buttons that we have. And one of the things that they will be getting is they're going to be getting the Photo Pass lenses finally for anyone who purchases Genie Plus. So like at Disney World, if you get Genie Plus, you automatically get Photo Pass lenses. Disneyland's getting the same thing. That is when you're in certain areas of the park, you go to the Photo Pass lens area, you can actually take a selfie with maybe Mickey or Minnie or, baby Yoda on your shoulder, whatever you want that's in the area. Disneyland is finally getting that. And of course, Disneyland's Genie Plus also includes regular Disney photos. So their regular Disney Photo Pass photographer photos are included in their Genie Plus. Next thing up is Disney After Hours, guys. Woohoo! They just announced that coming 2023, actually starting in January through April, Disney is bringing back after-hour events. The last time I went to one, it was actually Boo Bash. Right here, this is actually my Boo Bash map from that event. But yes, After Hours is coming back to Disney World January through April. Tickets are going to be roughly $129 to $159 per person, obviously date dependent. Each date has a different price tag. And the only parks that are coming back at this time is going to be Magic Kingdom and Hollywood. So what exactly is a Disney After Hours event? It's basically a park free-for-all for 3 hours after park closing, if that makes sense. So as everyone else gets told to go home for 3 hours, people who have this special park ticket can come in and ride all the rides for 3 hours. Absolutely a great way to get those special rides that you really wanted to do during your Disney vacation. So for Magic Kingdom, the time is 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. For Hollywood Studios, the time is going to be 9:30 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. And yes, this is a late night party. Probably not best for the little kiddos who do go to bed early, but for those adults who want to kind of just run amok around the parks, this is a great way to do so. And of course, if you are a Disney World AP or DVC, you can save $30 per ticket, which is pretty sweet. But yes, it's essentially 3 extra hours in the park with very limited lines. And usually the tickets do include some special treats. So you will get, you know, beverages like your soda beverages, your water, usually the pre-bottled water, Sprite, stuff like that. You'll get ice cream. So that means Mickey's premium ice cream bars and other little fruity ice cream bars that they have in the kiosk carts, and popcorn. So yeah, unlimited Sprite, water, ice cream, popcorn included in that 3 hours where you can just run around and ride as much as you want. And again, it's going to be limited waits on rides because only a limited number of tickets are being sold. And yes, you enter the park as early as 7 p.m. So if you don't want to purchase an extra park ticket for that day, you can actually start entering the park as early as 7 p.m. with the special Disney After Hours ticket. And no, you do not need a park reservation for that day for the After Hours event. All you need is the special party ticket. That sound great, guys? So basically it's after hours, right? It's when the park closes, it's super late at night, run in, go do all the rides, eat all the treats. They may or may not surprise you with some characters to come out and about to meet as well. But that is a Disney's After Hour event, again, starting January. So yeah, in a couple of months. Next thing on my list is Epcot. Woohoo! First, I have to say happy birthday, Epcot. For those of you who weren't following along, on October 1st, Epcot turned 40. That's right. And it's kind of weird that I'm older than Epcot. Anyone else feel that way? I'm like, wow, I'm older than Epcot. It's kind of scary. But yes, Epcot turned 40. Sadly, due to the hurricane, their party and celebration was a bit delayed and not as planned. But Epcot 100% turned 40. And to talk about Epcot a little bit, it was finally officially announced or confirmed that the Disney DuckTales World Showcase Adventure is finally going to happen this year. I'm assuming for Christmas time, right? Because we're getting close. We're getting close. So the Disney DuckTales World Showcase Adventure is a virtual scavenger hunt that has been announced years ago. First, it was the Kim Possible scavenger hunt, then it was Agent P, and now they're switching it to DuckTales. So it's something you're gonna do on your app through the Disney Play app, app on your phone. And you basically run around Epcot, usually in the World Showcase, and you kind of do whatever Scrooge or Huey, Dewey, and Louie want you to do. And then you go from spot to spot on your app, listening to what they tell you, watching little clips. Absolutely a fun time, especially for those kiddos. My kids absolutely love this scavenger hunt. I think it's because we have been to the park so often. We've been on all the rides, and as much as we love doing all that stuff again and again, it is kind of nice to have something different, something additional to do during our stay. So yes, my kids are absolutely going to be super excited for the Disney DuckTales World Showcase Adventure. Again, coming soon this year. We've only got 2 more months, Disney. It better come out soon. And finally, I just want to give a little, rest in pieces to Kite Tales. For anyone who has seen that show, you will know how I feel. It didn't last long. Disney announced for the 50th anniversary, Animal Kingdom was going to have this huge, amazing show called Kite Tales. And then everyone went, and it was a flop, like literally a flop. The kites were literally flopping. It was not good. It was not popular. It had lots of issues, but in all honesty, it gave me a good laugh. I absolutely have seen Kite Tales more times than I care to admit, purely because I wanted a little chuckle while I was waiting for my next Genie Plus. But yes, bye-bye Kite Tales. I don't even know what to say. Like, it was not good. It just was not Good, but I feel bad because the kites themselves were pretty cool. It would be nice to just see the kites kind of just floating about throughout Animal Kingdom without there being a specific show. Just randomly, you're like, oh, look, it's Baloo. But yeah, anyway, R.I.P. Kite Tails. We're gonna miss you, maybe. I don't know. I feel bad for the cast. The cast members, I'm sure, worked really, really hard on that show. That was just an epic fail. It just was. But yes, that's it, guys. That's it for me right now for October. So yes, if you are doing Halloween stuff over at Magic Kingdom, get it done, enjoy it, love it. But for those of you who are planning for November, December, yeah, it's time. Christmas planning is here. In fact, I realized that when I went to Disney World for Christmas last year, I didn't post all my footage. So coming soon, I'm actually going to do a couple of vlogs showing you exactly what it's like on Christmas Day at Magic Kingdom. Was it busy? How did we use Genie Plus? Was it a good time? I'm actually going to show that to you guys in that video. And I'm also going to do one about Christmas Eve. Before we went to Epcot, and of course we did the Candlelight processional, but also that can be quite a busy day for the holiday season. So look forward to those videos coming out soon. But yeah, guys, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful. I do these update videos pretty much every month, or Disney information, depending, right? But yeah, I hope you guys find it useful. So yeah, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. If the subscribe button is red, please click it, turn it gray, hit the bell icon for notifications, like this video, and comment. Who's going to Mickey's Very Merry? Let me know. Who is like, Nina, Candlelight processional, on it. Let me know what restaurant you're eating at. But as always, guys, mahalo for watching. Nina, out. Bye.